What if the undefeated Umaga actually defeated John Cena at New Year's Revolution 2007 to win the WWE Championship? This is a moment that could have completely changed the trajectory of both their careers. And in this video, we're going to see how that story could unfold. The night after New Year's Revolution, Raw opened with Armando Estrada basking in the glory of his client's monumental victory, but instead of bringing the new WWE champion to the ring, Estrada paraded the championship around as if he had won it himself. Standing alone in the spotlight, Estrada wasted no time making some bold claims. He declared that John Cena's era as the face of the show was officially over, and that Umaga had taken his place as the company's franchise player. The crowd wasn't having it, but Estrada seemed oblivious, reveling in the moment. Enter John Cena. Still bruised and battered from his intense battle with Umaga, Cena interrupted Estrada to address the elephant in the room. Speaking from the stage, Cena made it clear that while Estrada might be celebrating now, Umaga would eventually realize he was being manipulated. Cena called out Estrada's tendency to use Umaga as a tool for his own glory, and with Estrada standing in the ring solo, while holding a title that was not his. It seemed that Cena might be right, but Estrada, never one to back down, responded with a cutting remark that pushed Cena over the edge. Fueled by frustration and pride, Cena stormed down to the ring, ready to confront Estrada face to face. The crowd roared in anticipation of a confrontation, but just as things were about to boil over, Triple H made his presence known. The game had something to say, and as always, he didn't mince words. Acknowledging Estrada's claims, Triple H shocked the audience by agreeing with parts of them. He told Cena in no uncertain terms that his days of automatic rematches were over. In Triple H's eyes, Cena needed to step aside and head to the back of the line. Hunter reminded everyone that he had defeated Randy Orton the night before, and as such, believed he deserved to be next in line for a shot at Umaga's WWE Championship. The game made it clear. Cena's time at the top was done, and it was his turn to reclaim the gold. The segment ended with an intense stare-down between two of WWE's biggest stars, the tension practically radiating off the screen. Cena, reluctantly backing down for the moment, locked eyes with Triple H in a silent but fiery exchange that left the crowd buzzing. Would Cena step aside, or would this confrontation escalate into something more? This moment set the stage for a heated rivalry not just between Cena and Triple H, but also with Estrada and Umaga looming over the championship picture. After the chaotic opening segment, General Manager Eric Bischoff wasted no time asserting control. Taking stock of the heated exchanges between John Cena, Triple H, and Armando Estrada, Bischoff announced a blockbuster main event, John Cena versus Triple H, with the winner earning a WWE Championship match against Umaga at the Royal Rumble. Triple H, ever the cerebral assassin, entered with a look of pure confidence. He had already declared earlier in the night that Cena needed to step aside and let someone else take the spotlight. A win here would cement his path back to the championship. The match lived up to its massive main event billing. Both Cena and Trips left everything in the ring, exchanging blows and counters that kept the crowd on the edge of their seats. Cena relied on his unrelenting determination and explosive offense, while the game methodically targeted Cena's midsection, exploiting the injuries Cena had sustained the night before in his match against Umaga. As the match neared its conclusion, the unexpected happened. Just as Cena seemed to gain the upper hand, the arena erupted with boos. The WWE champion, Umaga, stormed down to the ring. Umaga hit the ring like a force of nature, delivering a thunderous Samoan spike to Cena before turning his attention to Triple H and doing the same. The match descended into chaos as the champion laid waste to both men, making a statement that echoed through the arena. This wasn't just an attack, it was a statement of intent to the entire Raw roster. The Samoan bulldozer wants to do serious harm to everyone on the show. With chaos reigning in the championship picture, General Manager Eric Bischoff kicked off Raw with a major announcement. After Umaga's interference last week, Bischoff declared that at the Royal Rumble, the WWE Championship would be on the line in a triple threat match: Umaga versus John Cena versus Triple H. The decision was met with a mixed reaction from the WWE Universe, but Bischoff made it clear, with tensions running this high, this was the only way to settle the score. John Cena was the first to respond, thanking Bischoff for the opportunity but making his intentions crystal clear. Cena was out for revenge, not just for losing the WWE Championship, but for the beating he suffered at the hands of Umaga last week. The game wasted no time, mocking Cena's bravado, scoffing at Cena's threats. Hunter reminded everyone of his pedigree, no pun intended, proclaiming that the WWE had seen enough of Cena as champion. As Cena and Triple H squared off verbally, the tension in the arena reached a boiling point. But before fists could fly, Armando Estrada appeared on the Titantron. Estrada, ever the instigator, taunted both Cena and Triple H, claiming that Umaga would destroy them at the Royal Rumble just like he did last week. But Estrada wasn't done stirring the pot. With a sly smile, Estrada dropped a bombshell. Later that night, it would be Cena and Triple H teaming up to face Umaga and a mystery partner. Who that partner would be? Estrada wasn't giving anything away. The prospect of teaming together against the WWE champion and an unknown ally only added to the night's drama. Could these bitter rivals coexist long enough to survive the main event? Or would Umaga and Estrada's scheming set the stage for more chaos? The question loomed. Who would Estrada select to join forces with his unstoppable Samoan bulldozer? Then came the reveal. With his signature smirk, Armando introduced Umaga's partner for the night, Mr. Kennedy. The cocky, brash superstar had been a thorn in the side of Cena in recent weeks, and his presence only added fuel to the fire. Kennedy, never one to shy away from trash talk, wasted no time getting under the skin of his opponents. With his sharp tongue, Kennedy had recently mocked Triple H, famously comparing the size of his nose to a Concorde jet. Tonight, he was ready to back up those words. The high-stakes main event took a dramatic turn as the fragile alliance between John Cena and Triple H crumbled in the face of their opponent's calculated tactics. After a grueling match, the breaking point came when Mr. Kennedy, ever the opportunist, set the trap. Kennedy Irish whipped Cena with precision, sending him crashing into his own partner, Triple H, who was caught completely off guard. The collision sent Trips tumbling off the apron. With Cena reeling, Umaga entered the ring like a predator closing in on his prey. With Triple H still down on the outside, Umaga secured the pinfall, earning the victory for his team. But the drama didn't end with the bell. As Cena struggled to recover from the devastating loss, Triple H slid back into the ring. The game wasn't just battered, he was livid. To him, that collision on the apron wasn't an accident. The game wasn't in the mood to hear excuses. Without warning, the King of Kings delivered a brutal pedigree to Cena, planting him face first into the mat. The arena erupted into a mix of boos and cheers, the WWE Universe stunned by the escalating hostility between these two rivals. From the top of the ramp, Armando and Umaga watched with amusement. Estrada's reaction said it all. He burst into uncontrollable laughter, clapping his hands and pointing at the carnage in the ring. It's now time for the highly anticipated Royal Rumble event. John Cena enters first. The Cena Maniacs are out in full force tonight, desperate to see their hero reclaim the WWE Championship. Many still believe Cena never should have lost the title in the first place, and tonight they're hoping for redemption. And here comes the game. Triple H is donning his classic Viking-style WrestleMania attire. This isn't just an entrance, it's a statement. The cerebral assassin is here to remind everyone exactly who he is, and that he's not here to play games. He's here to take back the WWE Championship. Talk about an entrance. The game is channeling his most ruthless, aggressive self tonight. Every detail of this look screams one thing: championship. Triple H has his eyes locked on the prize, and it's clear he's ready to do whatever it takes to leave Royal Rumble as the new WWE champion. Even Cena looks stunned by this transformation. We've seen Cena in countless high-stakes battles, but this version of the game, this is a whole different animal. The cerebral assassin has flipped the switch, and you can feel the intensity radiating from him. This is a Triple H who isn't here for theatrics or posturing. He's here with one goal: to reclaim his spot at the top of the mountain and to once again be called WWE Champion. Cena's got to know he's up against a man who's more dangerous than ever. And now, here comes the Samoan bulldozer. The reigning WWE Champion Umaga enters Madison Square Garden to a hostile reception, but let's be honest, the boos don't faze him. This is a man who has decimated everyone in his path, and his mere presence has changed the mood in this arena from excitement to sheer apprehension. Just look at the size of him. He's now nearing the 370-pound mark. The power, the intensity. Umaga is the kind of champion who doesn't just defend his title, he takes people out. The atmosphere here at Madison Square Garden has shifted. It's not just excitement anymore. It's awe, and maybe even a little fear. Can anyone truly stop this once-in-a-lifetime athlete? Even Cena and Triple H, two of the toughest competitors in WWE history, are fully aware of the challenge ahead. They've battled each other for years, but Umaga, he's something else entirely. He's not here to play games. He's here to destroy and to ensure that title stays around his waist. This triple threat match is set to be a war, but the question remains: can Cena or Triple H overcome not just each other, but the sheer dominance of Umaga? From the moment the bell rang, it was clear this was no ordinary triple threat match. Unlike the usual strategy in these kinds of matches, where two competitors might team up to eliminate the biggest threat, Cena and Triple H couldn't find any common ground. The animosity between them was too great, and as a result, this was an all-out war from the start. Umaga didn't waste any time making his presence felt, launching into both Cena and Triple H with his brutal offense. And while Cena and Triple H tried to take advantage of the no disqualification stipulation, their inability to cooperate turned the match into pure chaos. Every time one competitor tried to gain the upper hand, the third man was there to break it up. Cena attempted an early FU on the game, but Umaga's sheer power and explosiveness were impossible to ignore, and he made sure to keep control in the early going. As the match progressed, the no DQ rule came into play, and the brutality escalated. Cena and Triple H each tried to find a way to neutralize Umaga, but their unwillingness to work together cost them. By the end of the match, all three competitors were battered, bruised, and fighting on pure adrenaline. Steel chairs, sledgehammers, kendo sticks, and the announce table had all come into play, making this one of the most physical and devastating WWE Championship matches in Royal Rumble history. As the match reached its climax, Cena managed to throw Triple H out of the ring, leaving him alone with Umaga. With the WWE Champion vulnerable, Cena seized the opportunity, locking in his devastating STF right in the middle of the ring. The STF was locked in for what felt like an eternity. Cena had it applied with every ounce of strength he had left, and the unthinkable seemed on the verge of happening. Tears streamed down his face, and in a dramatic visual, snot shot out of his nose as he desperately clawed at the mat. Sensing the end of Umaga's reign, Cena had him trapped with nowhere to go, and the champion looked ready to tap at any moment. But just as the unthinkable was about to happen, Armando struck again. Cena, visibly frustrated, turned his attention to Estrada, momentarily releasing the hold. Like a man possessed, Cena chased Estrada around ringside, the crowd erupting as they sensed the manager was about to pay the price for his constant interference, screaming down pure, unfiltered rage. But while Cena was caught up in the moment, the game was lying in wait. Out of nowhere, Triple H struck. With his signature sledgehammer in hand, the cerebral assassin smashed Cena in the back with a devastating blow, bringing the former champion to his knees. With John Cena incapacitated on the outside, Triple H turned his attention to the one man standing between him and the WWE title, the undefeated champion. But Umaga had other plans. With uncanny speed, the champion dodged the sledgehammer shot and delivered a devastating Samoan spike. The impact echoed through the arena, and the game crumpled to the mat. Against all odds, Umaga retains his championship, cementing his status once again. The Samoan bulldozer remains undefeated, and Madison Square Garden is left in awe of his resilience and power. Umaga found a way to survive and thrive, and he did it without having to pin John Cena.